Have you ever noticed yourself feeling panicked or unsettled when someone you care about pulls away, even just a little? Maybe it's a delayed text, a quiet mood, or a sudden change in tone. Instead of brushing it off, your mind immediately jumps into overdrive. What did I do wrong? Are they upset? Are they about to leave? That sinking feeling in your stomach isn't just in your imagination, it's your nervous system sounding an alarm. What most people don't realize is that this reaction isn't always about the other person at all. It often comes from something deeper, a pattern known as anxious attachment. It's a way our mind and body learned to protect us in the past, but today it can keep us trapped in cycles of fear, overthinking, and self-doubt. Recognizing this pattern is the first step toward changing it. In this video, I'm going to break it down simply. I'll share one quick red flag that helps you recognize when anxious attachment is running the show, and one powerful healing step you can start practicing today. If you've ever felt stuck in the push and pull of needing closeness but fearing abandonment, this message is for you. One of the clearest red flags of anxious attachment is needing constant reassurance in relationships. It's that ongoing craving to know where you stand, to hear again and again that you are loved, wanted, or safe. On the surface, it may seem harmless. Everyone likes reassurance now and then. But for someone with anxious attachment, it becomes a cycle that never feels satisfied. The moment the reassurance fades, the worry returns, demanding more. It often shows up in subtle everyday moments. For example, your partner doesn't text back right away, and your mind immediately jumps into overdrive. Did I do something wrong? Are they upset with me? Are they pulling away? Instead of holding a neutral perspective, like assuming they're simply busy, the anxious attachment lens interprets distance as danger. This creates a roller coaster of emotions that can feel exhausting, both for you and for your relationships. At its core, this overthinking spiral is not random, it's a survival strategy. The nervous system, conditioned by early experiences, is wired to detect the slightest hint of rejection. Your body and mind stay on high alert, scanning for abandonment like a radar system. While this hypervigilance once served as protection, today, it often creates unnecessary stress and disconnection in your relationships. What's important to understand is that the intensity of the fear is very real, even if the trigger is small. A delayed text, a different tone of voice, or a subtle shift in body language can set off alarm bells inside. And yet, most of the time, it's not actually about what's happening in the present moment with your partner. It's about an older wound, times when love felt uncertain, inconsistent, or conditional, that is being reactivated in the here and now. The real red flag isn't just needing reassurance, it's believing that reassurance is the only thing that can calm you down. This creates dependency and keeps you stuck in the cycle of fear and relief. By recognizing this pattern as a red flag, you can begin to see that the spiral is less about your partner's behavior and more about your own healing journey. That awareness alone is the first step toward freedom. The first healing step is learning to self-soothe before seeking reassurance externally. This doesn't mean you'll never want comfort from others, but it does mean you start practicing giving yourself that comfort first. When anxiety spikes, your first instinct might be to reach for your phone, check for a text, or call someone for validation. Instead, the practice here is to pause, to create just a little space before reacting, and turn inward for support. A simple way to begin is by using the body as an anchor. Place a hand on your chest, take a slow, steady breath, and repeat a grounding reminder to yourself, such as, I am safe, I am loved. Their silence does not define my worth. These kinds of statements retrain your nervous system to associate calm with your own presence, not just another person's response. In time, they become like a lifeline you can reach for whenever the spiral begins. Self-soothing isn't just about calming the moment, It's about rewiring old patterns. When you consistently show up for yourself in those moments of panic, your body learns that safety doesn't have to come from someone else's approval. You begin to trust that you are capable of holding your own fear, your own longing, your own vulnerability. That trust builds confidence, and confidence dissolves some of the urgency that fuels anxious attachment. Over time, this practice shifts the balance in your relationships. Instead of needing reassurance to survive, you learn to receive reassurance as a bonus. You can enjoy closeness without clinging, and you can allow space without panicking. This creates a healthier rhythm, one where love feels less like chasing and more like choosing. The more you ground yourself in this way, the less power anxious thoughts have over you. Instead of being swept away by fear, you begin to notice it, breathe through it, and let it pass. This is the beginning of emotional freedom, knowing that even when old wounds get triggered, you are no longer trapped by them. You have the tools to hold yourself with love. So here's your reflection for today. The next time you notice yourself spiraling into worry or overthinking, pause and ask yourself, am I reacting to the present moment or to an old wound being reactivated? That awareness alone is powerful. When you can catch the red flag, you create space for a new choice. And in that space, the healing step of self-soothing becomes possible. Remember, healing anxious attachment isn't about becoming perfect or never needing anyone again. It's about building enough inner safety that you no longer feel enslaved by the fear of abandonment. You begin to anchor into your own worth, your own love, your own presence. And from that place, relationships feel lighter, freer, and more authentic. If this message resonates with you, know that you are not alone. So many of us carry these patterns silently, believing something is wrong with us. But the truth is, your need for love is not a flaw. It's human. The key is learning to meet that need from both inside yourself and in healthy, balanced ways with others. I invite you to take this video as a sign, a gentle nudge from your higher self, that you are ready to step into new patterns. Try this healing step, even just once today, and see how it feels. Notice how your body responds and celebrate the progress, no matter how small. Healing is never about speed. It's about consistency and compassion. And if this spoke to you, please give it a like, share it with someone who may be stuck in these same cycles, and subscribe to this channel for more guidance on attachment healing, energy work, and conscious living. Together, we're raising our vibration, healing old wounds, and awakening soul by soul.